Hey everyone, and welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. This is your go-to weekly briefing on all the technology that's actually shaping our world.
So this week, we're jumping into how AI is getting seriously creative, how your home is getting a whole lot smarter, and yeah, we are finally going to tackle that big question. Is your phone actually listening to you?
Okay, let's get right into it. First up, the one topic you just can't escape, AI. It's not just some buzzword anymore, right? It's becoming this built-in feature in pretty much all your favorite apps, and the competition is getting fierce. So, check this out. There's this big battle raging between AI image generators, specifically ChatGPT 5 and Google's Gemini. And what's super interesting from recent tests is that it's not about which one is better overall anymore. ChatGPT 5, it's become the artist. You ask for something in an impressionist style, and bam, you get these convincing brushstrokes. It's even getting hands right, which is a huge deal. Gemini, on the other hand, is the realist. It's all about photorealism and getting those technical details spot on. And that really shows you the big shift in strategy, especially from Google. They're not just trying to build these flashy AI toys. Instead, they're weaving this incredible power right into the tools you and I use every single day. The whole point is to make your phone more helpful, but in a way that feels almost invisible.
A perfect example of this is Google's new Scroll and Translate feature. Think about it. Instead of having to constantly hit Translate as you scroll down a web page in another language, you just turn it on once. It creates this totally seamless flow, just breaking down language barriers in real time, right inside whatever app you're already in. Super practical. But AI isn't just about convenience. It's now being tested in some really complex, human situations. At Columbia University, for example, there's this program called Sway. It's an AI that's basically moderating chats between students who have totally opposing views. It asks clarifying questions, it'll suggest rephrasing things that sound a little disrespectful, and it tries to guide the conversation towards something more constructive. I mean, talk about a fascinating, and let's be honest, probably controversial new job for AI.
All right, so now let's switch gears and see how all this amazing software is fueling some seriously cool new hardware. Get ready, because this is going to be a lightning round of the most exciting gadgets that just hit the scene.
Kicking things off, BMW is basically showing us its electric future with the Neue Klasse iX3, and the specs they're talking about are just staggering. A promised range of up to 500 miles and, get this, a minimalist interior where a panoramic display stretches across the entire windshield. Wild. Okay, so from the garage, let's head into the living room. There's a new brand called 3i, and they're betting against this trend of bigger, clunkier robot vacuums. Their new models are super compact, and they're specifically designed to get under your furniture and into those tight corners that other bots always seem to miss. Their whole argument is that smaller and smarter is the real key to a clean home.
Now, for anyone who travels, this is going to blow your mind. The new Time Kettle W4 AI earbuds can translate 42 languages pretty much in real time. But the killer feature here is how they hear you. They use a bone conduction sensor, so it actually detects the vibrations of your voice through your head. This makes it way more accurate, even if you're standing in a noisy train station. So cool.
Of course, it wouldn't be a gadget showcase without talking about Apple. The rumor mill for the next AirPods Pro 3 is just spinning like crazy, and it looks like the big push is going to be into health. The whispers are that the new buds will pack in both heart rate and temperature sensors, so your headphones could basically become powerful little health trackers.
Not all new tech is about pushing into the future. Sometimes it's about perfecting the past, and this is awesome. Check this out. A company called We Are Rewind just dropped this incredible retro boombox. Yeah, it's a high-quality Bluetooth speaker, but it's also a cassette player, a guitar amp, and a karaoke machine all in one. It's just this brilliant mix of old-school cool and modern tech.
And speaking of comebacks you never saw coming, a ghost from the early days of the internet is back. Yep, Facebook has revamped the poke. And the crazy part? It's actually working. They said there was a 13-fold spike in pokes last year, mostly from younger users. I guess it just goes to show that sometimes the simplest ways to connect are the ones that really last.
Okay, so with all of this amazing progress, we've got to hit the pause button and ask some tough questions. All this convenience, all this connectivity, all this AI intelligence, it has to come at a price, right? But what is that price exactly?
All right, let's do it. Let's tackle the biggest conspiracy theory in all of tech. You know the scenario. You're at a bar, you have a 5-minute conversation with a friend about, wanting to visit Japan. And then 10 minutes later, you're scrolling your phone, and bam, an ad for flights to Tokyo. It feels impossible. Your phone has to be listening, right?
Okay, so let's just settle this once and for all. The simple answer is no. Your phone isn't secretly recording you. I mean, think about it from a technical standpoint. Constantly recording and uploading all that audio would be an absolute nightmare. It would obliterate your battery in like an hour, use up all your data, and create a massive legal headache for these companies. The real truth is, they don't even need to listen.
So here's what's actually happening. Advertisers are building this scarily accurate profile of you, and they do it without ever turning on your mic. They track every click, every search, who your friends are, your location data, and your purchase history. Then, data brokers connect all your online activity with your offline spending. So what feels like your phone eavesdropping is really just incredibly sophisticated pattern recognition. And it's combined with this psychological trick called the frequency illusion. That's where you suddenly start noticing ads for something that was already on your mind, making it feel like a spooky coincidence.
And this hidden cost isn't just digital. It's not just about our data. It's physical. The gigantic data centers that are needed to power all this AI are unbelievably hungry for energy and water. And as this powerful quote from the NAACP points out, this is leading to real-world conflicts. You have communities fighting back against the environmental impact of these massive facilities being built right in their backyards.
And finally, that connected world stretches right into our own homes, and sometimes that puts us at risk. Security researchers just found some really serious flaws in a lot of popular, older TP-Link routers. What's happening is that hackers are roping these routers into a botnet, which is then used for something called password spraying, which is basically just rapidly trying a ton of common passwords to break into things like Microsoft 365 accounts. It's just a really stark reminder to keep your home network gear up to date.
So all of this really brings us to the central tension of the moment, doesn't it? We get these amazing smarter gadgets and incredible convenience, but it leaves us with this one critical question to think about. As everything gets smarter, are we asking the right questions about the true price of all this progress? And that is all the time we have for this edition of Byte-Sized Tech. Hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, please do me a favor and like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. It really helps a lot.